121 for loss of 5. We're coming up to the end of over number 35, 34.4 to be exact. Azam on strike, he has 17 and he's looking to swing this one down behind square. Beautiful shot. It seems to have gone all the way. Yes, it has. So he got more meat than he actually anticipated. And 6 that carries the USA up to 127 for a loss of 5 of 34.5 overs. And once, maybe 3 overs ago, the current rate was laboring at 3.03. Is now up to 3.65. Wayne, what say you?
Tremendous shot though by Azam down on one knee, and he's hit that one well to clear the longest part of the field. And
he has 23 against his name, and he's cutting to the left of Mirage, who has a long run across in front of the Kensington stand or the Greenwich and Haynes stand, and the batsmen are back for 2. So 2 runs completed the end of over number 35. USA Masters asked to bat first by the West Indies Masters. 129 for loss of 5.
By a number of the main players. And this one hit high, hard, handsome, and gone for 6 runs. A mighty hit by Azam, floated up by Hussain, and he really got into it. Down the track he went, got under it, lifted it wide of the man at long on over the legendary cow corner area. Magnificent shot.
Yes, a brilliant shot by the batsman there, Azam. Flighted delivery and into a big shot over mid-wicket.
163 for 6. He's swinging again. This time the ball is heading in the complete opposite direction of the outside edge. Down to third man. It goes across the rope for 4.
Well, this time deceived in flight. There was a batsman again attempting to hit across the line way and holder, but coming off the outside portion of the river into the vacant area. There was no man at home.
That brings Fazal Alam on strike. Score is 83. Target is 85. And no change in the field. Slow through the air. There he goes. Big hit. The biggest 6 of the match so far. Bang into the side screen. And that is the end of the match. What an absolutely brutal strike to close things out here. Fazal Alam closing things out in style for the Americans. And America takes victory by 8 wickets. A pretty comprehensive victory in the end. So I don't think that there was much doubt in where this game was going to go for a while. But the final flourish added by Fazal Alam. And as soon as our technology cooperates with us, we'll take you through the entire scorecard. And I would not be surprised if he is the one who takes charge. I'm not expecting him to cut loose and go crazy, but I certainly am expecting him. Look at this. Where is this gone? Oh, where did that end up? Fazal Alam. Okay, forget everything I just said about Humayun Bashir taking charge. Maybe the formula is for Humayun to bat through the innings, and the broad shoulders of Fazal Alam will try to get the big runs. So he opens his shoulders up and goes big. This is over in the adjoining field. Unfortunately, we may be delayed here for a bit. I honestly did not follow that ball off the bat, but looking where the fielders are trying to retrieve that ball now, that is easily maybe a 90-yard hit. Solid strike from Fazal Alam. And he appears to be the one who's going to look to push things on from here for the Americans. A brilliant strike. By the way, that stroke brings a little bit too much, but a good comeback for the next delivery. Fazal Alam just defending in front of the stumps. This is good batting. Once again, a good mix of caution and aggression needs to happen here. And 7 runs coming from the over. At the end of the over, that is 31 in the books. Remaining 14.
Nash, who unfortunately passed away relatively recently. He was the one who was hit for 6 sixes by Sir Garfield Sobers. When I think of Garfield Sobers, not just what he did on a field, but again, that statesmanship that he has. When Brian Lara broke the world record and he was there, he came onto the field, congratulated Brian Lara for breaking the world record. It showed not just what a cricketer the man is, but what a statesman he is and what a true hero he is for Barbados.
So, Madam Ambassador, I'm going to switch back to you for a second in reference to something that, I'm sorry, tell me your name again,
Kevin.
that Kevin just said about Sir Frank Worrell. Sir Frank, interestingly, now the Indians think that Fazal Alam is going to hit big because immediately deep mid wicket drops into position that goes missing the outside edge going through to the keeper. But deep mid wicket, in fact, let's call it square leg. Deep square leg in position, long on and long off or back on the boundary. And there's a sweeper on the offside. Fazal Alam, I think, showing that he can hit big. You saw him close out the game against Wales with a huge 6. I don't think he'll be thinking necessarily about that just now. I think you'll want the next 5 or so overs to go through first. Either that or you whip it around behind square 4, close to the boundary. It does get close there and it gets to the boundary. So right here underneath in front of us, Fazal Alam getting a good ball to sweep. It was going down the leg side and all he had to do was just get some bats on it. Didn't really nail it. And with the thick outfield, I was not sure as to whether or not that would go all the way. But it did manage to go all the way. And 4 welcome runs for the Americans. That score now up to 109 for 7. Just looking to accelerate a little bit here. Oh, you could see him winding up, prepared to play that big shot. And he changed his mind and checked the shot at the last minute. So the last ball coming up now, up the 33rd over. And the spectators catch back to the bowler. That should be the end of the over. In fact, it is the end of the over. 5 runs coming. So the steady diet of left arm spinners has been broken. Oh, in the air, helped over the top of extra cover. A long run coming in off the boundary. And a double taken. So long off, having to make some. Oh, and they overthrew it and they go for another run. Oh, so a bit of sloppiness here for the Indians.
Bat up, bat up, bat up. Bat up, bat up. सन इतना तेज है कि शक्ल ही नजर नहीं आ रही.